going back to that topic of trying to build the catch or build the control that you have during the pass so you can find the submission, you can do the same thing when attacking the legs. So what I want to show right now is how you can combine passing with an inside heel hook. Okay. So if you watch a lot of my passing, if you watch a lot of Professor Hoffa's passing, which I feel I inspire my game a lot after, we use a lot of leg drags, in gi and no gi. And I think in no gi, it's one of those positions where you can rest in, but still be at an advantage. So this leg drag isn't the generic 2 hands on one leg, hip in, and then drag across that you see people drill. Right? Instead, this one's just gonna be a regular like open hand C grip on the ankle. I can be holding both sides and I just move off to the side to create an angle and then step in. Whether I'm on my feet or on my knees here in this position, I can be resting, but now you're in a bad position to play guard. Nobody likes playing guard with the legs on the outside of the hip. Now in no-gi, since we are allowed to do heel hooks at the highest level, this foot will always be there. And now you've got 2 options. For you to make sure that your leg is safe, you're gonna need to turn your knee this way. Anytime somebody's going for, let's go to saddle. Anytime somebody is going for a heel hook, you're gonna turn your knee this way so that you can run and escape. Right? Start creating frames and moving your knee line. Now, if you do that same thing from here, if we get here and you try to do that same thing, you're giving me a leg drag. And that hand, because it was already resting there on your thigh, just shoves the leg past my elbow so I can get through and finish a leg drag. Now, when you combine those 2 ideas together, if you're defending the leg drag, you're gonna hip escape. And then now you're giving me the heel. So it's one of the 2. The person's gonna give one of the 2. If I can land here, like I feel pretty good. And it's pretty easy to set up. So you're just kind of using your Toriando outside passing so you can get here. Now I can step in. I don't have to do much of my legs except pinch my knees. And then I trace your shin with my elbow till I feel your big toe. Now I can fall. And by the time I'm already laying back and connecting hands, elbows coming in, that's one way to finish. Or you bring your leg up and over and you go right into a big bridge. So this is the one I hit in my semifinals match at Pans.
Against Ismail?
Yes. So we're here. I put him down, switch to these grips, moved around, and then now look how I take a step in and I catch.
Whenever you drag this, are you focused on pinching it right here between your chest and your thigh?
So my hands aren't doing anything?
Right.
It's the posture that's keeping your leg in place. So it's exactly that. Your posture, keeping your head low, is what you keep the leg locked in place. And then like here you should be able to rest. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can do the same thing from your knees. That's why it's easy to lock from here too. And sometimes I'll even like prefer being here because I'm already lower. Yeah. It's just less distance to cover. But then now once you're here, if you go try to hand fight with me, my leg will come over your arms and I'll break.
Okay.
I could even bring my heel like across your hip line like this. This foot can go on your stomach and then I can bridge that way. If you prefer that way. I feel like I usually go here and then go into a bridge.
This is the usual finish for you right here?
I like connecting feet together, open the knees, because now look at how much further I can bridge.
Yeah.
When my feet aren't connected, can't really bridge as far. So butterfly, connect feet to feet, or foot to foot, and then open the knees, bridge, and then look over the shoulder.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That's good stuff. You mind if I try that?
100%.
You have to talk me through this.
Right.
So I'm here to start. You're just creating the angle, and then
good.
Right there. And you kind of keep the angle, like your
less of a squat and more of like a hinge forward.
Gotcha. Just kind of like this.
Yep. And then now you're gonna step this in, step this foot close. Now trace my shin with your elbow so you feel my big toe. Boom. Now pinch the knees and fall straight back. Boom. Fall less backwards and more into me. Imagine you're doing a suplex.
Okay.
So bring your hips in and sit. Yes. Yep.
It's hard for a athlete medium.
Trust it. But let me show you one time.
Yeah. I'm not committing, huh?
Okay, it's all good. Here. Step. Roll. Knees together. Trace. And then now look how my hips are coming in.
Yeah, you never lose connection at all right here.
See it? I think most people, when they're falling back, like remember, for you to defend, you need to escape your knee.
Yeah.
So the further away I am, like the better for you.
Yeah.
Even if let's say I do have it, like scoot your hips back, like here I have no heel hook because your knee is out. The closer I can be to your hips, the more distance you're gonna have to cover to be able to take that knee out. And because this arm is opening up, it's hard for you to point your leg that way anyway.
Yeah.
Sometimes what'll even happen Like, I'll be here, I'll be committing to it, and then I feel the person turn their knee, other way, like to defend. Yeah, like this. Let's go back. So as soon as I start threatening the heel, turn your knee, and then I'll come to the leg drag.
Gotcha.
So like that's how you combine those two. Back on top.
You're creating a dilemma where it sucks either way for me, obviously. You know.
You pick your poison.
Here.
Step in, boom. Step in. Good. Good. And one thing that I think is important too, that I feel makes it a little bit more effective, if you can find the heel before you initiate your fall, it's even better.
Okay.
Because a lot of times people will use this position just to fall back for a saddle, right? But if you just fall straight back from here, like, I'm just gonna defend, right?
So if I can come in, get the heel.
Yes. Good. Now point your knees up towards the ceiling. Okay? Now slowly drag your elbow in towards my hips. So this one's different. That's the bridging finish. That's what you would do. That's correct. But for this one, let me just show you. There's two finishes I use. I use the bridge where you're focusing more on your hips, and this one where you do an uppercut. I could even have like one hand. I could have one hand over here and then finish with one hand on the heel. My elbow comes in.
Gotcha.
You see how my elbow comes forward, but I fall.
Yeah.
Right? And then when I lock hands, it just kind of supports it, reinforces it.
So cheating that in, but staying like almost.
Yeah, so my hand, you see my hand stays shallow, right? You're not going to that bicep grip that slips all the time. So you're trying to stay here. But then the only thing that's changing is the elbows coming forward, and then you're falling to your back.
You can feel how strong that is. It's a very.
If you drill this on somebody, you'll know if it's tight or not because the person will start lifting their hips up.
Yeah.
Right? They want to lift their hips up to relieve pressure.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
For sure.
Try. Yep. Pinch your knees. Good. Now bring that elbow in. Yep. Slide it. Don't hop it. Slide it forward. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yep. And slowly fall. Tap. There it is.
Nice.
That one will get you fast.
Yeah. Hey, let me try that just to finish again.
Uh-huh.
So I'm here. Boom.
Slide in.
Slide it.
Keep going. Keep following. Keep following. When you do it, fall too. Like let your
Okay.
back fall. That's it. Tap.
Okay, sick.
And then you do it freaking lightning speed and you'll catch people, right?
And then I win some majors,
Yeah.
huh?
No, that's one that once you get the timing, it's really hard to defend. And like I said, if they defend, they're given the pass.
Yeah.
And you can bounce back between those two.